For 50-year-old grandmother Rachelle Brewsaugh, the modest house on Parrish Avenue in Hamilton, Ohio, was supposed to be a fresh start. It was more than just a building. She and her partner of nearly 3 decades, Toby Madden, had just moved in a week before she died. Rachelle was loving turning it into their dream home, but that dream and their long relationship wasn't going to end peacefully. It was going to be shattered by an act of stunning brutality and a last-minute confession that would reveal the horrifying truth. In early October of 2022, Rachelle was busy renovating a new house, a project she hoped would be the foundation for the next chapter of her life. Her daughter described her as someone always working to make their lives better. But the relationship this new life was built on was anything but stable. Their daughter, Michaela, would later call her parents' 27-year partnership intense. It was a turbulent relationship that was about to erupt in the worst way imaginable. On October 11th of 2022, police arrived at the house after a 911 call. Inside, the scene was chaos. Furniture was flipped over and blood stained the walls, the window, and the floor. Officers found Toby Madden on the floor over Rachelle's body performing CPR. But it was tragically obvious he was too late. Rachelle was already gone. An autopsy later exposed the true horror of what she'd been through. Rachelle Brewsaugh had been stabbed 55 times. The wounds covered her body, her chest, head, abdomen, back, and hands. The result of a savage attack that shocked even seasoned courtroom observers. The dream home had become a bloodbath. With no signs of break-ins, investigators immediately zeroed in on Madden. He spun a wild story, claiming someone else killed Rachelle because there was a bounty on his head from a drug deal. But the evidence in the house told a very different story. Police found a small, foldable pocket knife with a broken blade in a backpack. It looked like it had been washed, but the unique shape of the broken blade was a match for the cuts on Rachelle's torn shirt. More importantly, forensic found Rachelle's blood on a vest and a shirt Madden was known to wear, and he had fresh scratches on his arms. His story about a drug vendetta was falling apart fast, replaced by the grim reality of domestic violence. Neighbors later reported hearing screams from the house that morning, and Madden's own cousin testified that Madden had threatened to harm Rachelle in a way that would make her whole family suffer. The evidence was mounting, but the case was about to take one final jaw-dropping turn. Before we get to the confession that changed everything, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into compelling cases.
It's weird. They're redoing the house,
Mm-hmm.
so they're redoing a lot of work on it. And I mean, they're just like every day they're moving more stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
But this past week, probably the one and only time they actually spent the night there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess they still have their other home.
You ever come fighter?
I think this house renovation thing has served them crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair to say.
What did Toby look like? What do you look like? Was he?
Honestly, I thought maybe he just got out of bed, woke up. His hair was disarray. You know what I mean? Like going every which way.
Bedhead?
Yeah. And I mean, he was dressed in like shorts and a shirt. That's why I wonder if maybe. I mean, I'm just assuming wake up and get startled, like something like that. But I'm not sure.
Did he have blood on him or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
You weren't that close to him?
No, I didn't want to get that close because I don't really know him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
I had to get information from you to figure this stuff out. Okay? Because I need to know when was the last time you saw her. So you were sleeping in the house? One person was supposed to turn the gas on. One person was supposed to turn the gas on? But you saw 3 people? You saw... There was 3 people. So there were 2 out back.
I guess they were talking about fixing the gas and the hot water because we didn't have hot water.
Okay. And then what?
I went to sleep.
Okay. And when you woke up, what happened?
I went to sleep.
You heard screaming? Okay. Toby, do you know anybody that might have wanted to hurt her?
No.
Did you guys have anything of value in the house worth taking?
They come to do the gas.
Yeah.
They come to do the gas.
Okay.
We want to so that we can get the rest of the stuff for the house. Oh, baby's gone. Oh, she's gone. Oh, I'll find these people. I'll find these people. Oh my God, she's gone.
Yes, sir.
What am I going to do now? What am I going to do?
Well,
What am I going to do? I've been with her for 26 years.
yeah. Well,
What am I going to do?
I'm hoping you're going to help me figure out how to do it.
God. Oh my God.
Hey, Toby.
Listen.
Yeah.
There were people after me.
There are people after you.
Yeah.
Who's after you?
I don't know exactly.
I need your help, okay? But listen, I guess you were supposed to be in court this morning, and you didn't show up for court.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I'm just telling you that they issued a warrant for you, so hold on. But since you got a warrant, I gotta read this to you, okay? It's right here, a search warrant for you, okay?
Yeah.
Just so we can take pictures of you, but I'm also taking your clothes and stuff, okay?
What's it? Like for these clothes?
Yes, sir.
These are clothes I never had when I was in Dallas.
Yeah, I know, that's why we're taking them. Yeah. Because they got the blood on it.
Well, I was on top of her, trying to bring them to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there might be other people's blood on it.
You want to see if I hurt Rachelle?
Well, we got a document. You got all these injuries, so we have to document your injuries.
This ain't injuries.
Yeah, there are. You got marks on you and abrasions.
Okay.
You know, you had a warrant when we came in this room.
So why am I still here?
Well, we were just wanting to speak with you about it.
No, but why am I still here? I've been there for a long time. Why am I still here?
How long have you been here?
How long have I been here?
I need more information about what happened.
No, I don't want to discuss anything with you right now.
Okay.
I'd like to find out too myself.
Right.
Do you know I got some people after me?
No, I don't.
You're probably the only one in Hamilton that know that.
So you think people were after you because of the map?
No, I think so. Is that what you said? Do I think? Michelle was looking down the Kroger and he picked me up. But I had, because I couldn't walk from there. It was almost dark. You could see that they were out. You could see them just coming in. I mean, they were just coming in. They were walking up on me right by the door. They followed me down the house. I've been a lot to him, but it was to me. And he calls me 987 and said he'd taken a hit. I told him, of course I could see I'd like to get my money. I don't know how much his hit was. Maybe it was enough for them to put stuff inside my suitcase without me going and having it dropped off to me. Didn't really make a move on me last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happened? You obviously didn't get snatched up.
No, you could see on the cameras with me being, I was right by the door. I was right by the door and I had to go in and,
The door to Kroger? Okay.
but,
Do you remember what time that was?
it was getting dark.
It was getting dark? Okay. Do you have any way of contacting these guys or this group or anything? Do you know what the group's called or anything?
No, but everything I do would have to be armed and,
What do you have to be armed with?
for me, just to be able to walk out to the car.
Yeah. Do you have any weapons?
No,
Let me ask you a question. You said you used meth last year. Are you still using that?
I've done it. I've done some here and there.
Okay. You remember the last time you did meth?
I think it was a couple of days ago.
A couple days ago. Okay.
I did a little, and
The reason why I ask, because, I mean, you said you couldn't sleep and
just awake and then you were
Just
like
awake.
you kind of crashed. Were you up for a couple days?
I was up trying to get the place together, ready for so we can get it going, because the person that was supposed to do the work actually took they paid him $2,500 up front, then gave him $3,000 to buy material.
After you did CPR on her and all that stuff, did you ever try to clean up?
What do you mean? Try to clean up
Like, did you wash your hands or try to clean yourself up at all?
You mean like get blood off of me?
Yes.
I went into when I done the CPR on there, there was blood that was in my mouth.
Yeah.
It was in my mouth.
Okay.
My face. To where when I was pressing her chest.
Caleb told me that you guys were always getting in fights because you were on meth, and I guess Rachelle and you said you would get paranoid and get upset, and then always start accusing Rachelle of stuff, and then
Accusing her of what?
like talking to other guys and stuff like that.
Yeah. Who told you that?
Your daughter. That's why I'm asking.
No. We didn't have any discussion about. No, we didn't get into fights like that.
Let me ask you, is that what happened this morning? Did you
No.
guys get in a fight?
No. No.
You guys didn't get in an argument? Knocked down, drag out fight?
No.
Stuff got
Mm-mm.
knocked over?
No, I never told you that. I never said we were right.
I'm asking you.
No.
That's what happened today.
No.
Because here's,
Why don't you, because Michaela told you that me and her had an argument before. That,
she says when you use meth, that you get paranoid, and then you guys were getting fights because you would get paranoid about things, various things.
How old are you, Michaela?
I am 24.
Okay. And where do you live now?
I'm living with my mother-in-law.
We're trying to figure out kind of like what's been
What's
going on.
wrong with the man?
Well, just I mean, I know they lived with you in, was it up in Loveland? You said?
Yeah, well, he didn't really live there.
Right.
He brought his junk that he likes to call that he can make money off of. Never wanted to get a job.
Okay.
I mean,
has he been that way like your whole life?
No.
Or no?
you know? I mean, he's always been abusive, alcoholic, drug
Right.
user.
Yeah.
Leave on the holidays, events, certain things. Would leave on Christmas Day and not come back for a while, things like that.
Mhm.
He's always been a very abusive, physically, emotionally, verbally,
Mhm.
all that through my childhood. The domestic violence was a lot. My mom had a, what's it called, a codependency problem,
Yeah.
where I feel like she wanted to help him
Mhm.
and, help him through everything and be there for him. She had a problem being by herself, I feel like. And I think he manipulated her so much over the years of like staying with him or, like he's gonna hurt her if she leaves, things like that. So I feel like it's kind of like a stray cat. You always feed it, it's gonna come back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So and they've been together for 26 years, I guess?
Yeah, he's cheated, he's lied, he's abused her, all kinds of things. You name it. He stole money out because they have a joint account with GE.
Okay.
Sadly, I don't know why she did that. With a drug addict, have a joint account. He took the money or her money for a down deposit. Like we paid the rent, she paid the down deposit.
I got you.
We did half and half. But he took that money out of her account
Mhm.
when we were trying to get this hotel. So me and my fiance covered it.
I got you.
Basically, she was trying to get away from him. I mean, she's always been trying to get away from him, but he's
Right.
like a stray cat. She's
So-
basically homeless for a while.
So she gets the house there?
He was never involved.
Right. Now, was that from like a family member or does
My Aunt Sherry helped her.
Okay.
It was to help her get back on her feet,
Okay.
and finally, have establishment, your feet are on the ground,
Right. A place to fight.
Yeah. She was having fun remodeling it, you know what I mean?
Right. Do you know when Toby started coming back around?
I have no idea.
No.
Not really.
What,
I mean,
I didn't know if she's...
he went missing for a while.
Right, I remember, I saw the report, like, in August.
Yeah, he went missing for a while. I mean, my mom hid secrets from us because I felt like a lot of people, because I felt like she just didn't want people to tell her something or, you know, or just be like, you need to stop, or, you know.
Right.
I felt, I don't know, like people were going to be disappointed in her. I thought something, you know, I hate to say this, I always thought something bad would happen.
Yeah.
Not like this, though, like you would hurt her.
Yeah.
But not kill her. I mean, he's physically got altercations with my fiance.
Mm-hmm.
He literally hit him with a vacuum over the top of his head.
What he went to prison for?
He was 15 years old, got, got tried as an adult, for shooting 3 people. Paralyzed 1. I don't know what happened to the other one.
Do you know where that was?
They thought that Rachelle was cheating. Rachelle wasn't. Anybody is capable of murdering somebody. But I know, without a shadow of a doubt, he did that to Rachelle.
What, let me ask you this, what makes you think that?
Because he said it too many times.
So how many times do you think he said it?
Almost every time he comes to my house, he would, if it wasn't Rachelle he was going to kill, he was going to kill someone else. He wanted to cut the fingers off of people. I had a cigar cutter because he thinks all these things.
Like the stuff about her being in a gang or
And
cheating?
she's against him. She's with them, so therefore
Okay.
they want to kill him, so does she.
So let me ask you this. So was she trying to get away from him now or just kind of trying to move on? I mean,
She was trying to get on with her life. That's the part where it gets all messed up.
okay.
To like get away from them. Toby's told me so many times what he was going to do. And then it still doesn't feel like reality. Like,
Did she ever tell you like any of the things he had done to her, like physically?
yeah, I mean, hitting her in the head with the axe.
Right.
He's pistol whipped her.
Okay.
He's held her down with a knife and told her he was going to cut her head off. And that's what he told me, that he was going to cut her head off and torment her mom.
Rachelle ever tell you that she was
Afraid?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
That's why
thought
she was going to get a restraining order.
Right.
And so she had told me, because I had asked her, you know, did you get your restraining order? And she was like, I missed the court date.
We'll be doing that stuff, so I haven't been doing it.
Should you wash your hands if you scrub the floors, if you did anything like that?
No,
Okay.
no, I didn't scrub no floors or nothing like that.
Did you wash your hands?
I don't recall if I did or not, but, so why would I clean up the house, man?
This is the part that's confusing to me.
Okay.
I don't think what happened today necessarily was, how should I put this? I don't think you mean to hurt Rachelle. You guys
I wouldn't hurt Rachelle for nothing.
Right.
26 years I've known this woman.
Scratches on your arm?
Where? Show me.
Right there.
Show me. Where?
It's right there.
Where?
Right there.
That's a scratch right there?
That's a scratch right there. Yeah, there's two lines right there.
Okay.
What other reason could there be that she has defensive wounds on her, okay? Which means she was fighting with the person that attacked her, okay? You had her blood on your hands. You didn't do that?
I was doing CPR.
Right.
I don't know if because it was around my mouth too. So
Yeah.
what's that saying that I tried to do CPR?
No, I mean, it sounds like you tried to cover it up.
Because I think this was.
Hold on, just say because I wiped my mouth. I wiped my mouth. That means I tried to cover it up.
Why does your jacket have a knife cut in it?
A knife cut.
Yeah, it's got a hole in it from a knife.
How do you know?
We found it. We found it along with your phone and your wallet.
Where was that at?
Down in the basement, when you said you didn't go in the basement.
What was my stuff in the basement?
Well, I think you panicked and you ran downstairs trying to figure out what to do. Because you didn't mean to kill Rachelle, but you did.
No. No, so you're saying that there was a knife hole, and
Yeah.
I never got stabbed by anybody.
Then why would you have a knife?
I don't have a knife hole in my jacket, man. You showed me where I have a knife hole in my jacket. Nobody stabbed me with a knife. You know this.
I know that.
So why are you saying that I had
You guys
a
found
knife
out
hole? Oh my
Because I
God.
think you were upset. Listen, I think you were mad out and probably paranoid. And then you got mad about something, you pulled
What
out.
did I get mad about?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
We weren't mad at each
Because
other.
otherwise, it just seems like you did this and then try to cover it up. Otherwise, there's a big difference between you were messed up, you got upset, and you basically, you out of your mind and you did something.
So did I seem like I was out of my mind?
When you were in here earlier, yes.
Because you wouldn't let me call my daughter.
I talked to your daughter.
You wouldn't let me
I asked your daughter, I said, who do you think hurt your mom? You know who she told me?
No,
You. Your own daughter told me that she said,
I would never hurt my Rachelle. She knows I wouldn't hurt Rachelle.
I don't think you did it on purpose.
Listen to me.
Listen.
Look here, man. I'm going to tell you something. You found my jacket with a knife hole in it. Did you find blood on it too?
I don't know, I haven't checked it.
Well, why wouldn't you check it?
Because I haven't had time.
But how would you get a knife hole and there's no blood on it?
That's a great question, I don't know.
But I didn't have a jacket on.
You told the officer you needed to go get your jacket.
That I needed to get my stuff. I needed to pick my stuff up. My stuff was laying right there right where the phone was charged at.
No, it wasn't.
That's where it was.
It was down in the basement.
My stuff was right there right when you walk in the door, right to the left there. My stuff was charged, and all my stuff was right there.
Then why is your wallet downstairs?
There wasn't 3 people in there.
No, I know the 3 people in there, but they left. I know who the 3 people are, and they left, and they were at other jobs.
What were they doing there?
The gas stuff.
Like I said.
Yes,
Mm.
right, and I'm not disputing that at all. I'm disputing the fact that you keep saying that it must have been them.
I never said it was
You
them.
did earlier when I talked to you.
You're lying. You're lying. I said
You
it.
told me I needed to go find out who they were.
Yeah, of course I would. Why wouldn't I say that? But I never told you they did it.
there anybody else in the house?
I don't know. I don't know. There were supposed to be people that were did the hot water hot water down there. There was somebody was supposed to come and look at the steps. So
Who was supposed to come?
I don't know. What a foul lying. Never mopping the blood, you liar. You liar. Santa cleaned up the scene, you liar.
In September of 2024, after almost 2 years of delays, lawyer changes, and courtroom meltdowns from Madden, his murder trial was finally set to begin. Just minutes before opening statements, he saw his daughter Michaela in the gallery. In a tearful, whispered exchange overheard by a detective, he finally admitted what he denied for 2 years. He told her, "I am responsible. I didn't mean it. I love you." Despite this confession, Madden pled not guilty and continued to disrupt the 4-day trial. He ranted at his attorney and yelled about evidence until the judge finally had him removed from the courtroom. He was forced to watch the rest of his own trial, including the verdict, on a video feed from another room. On September 27th of 2024, a jury deliberated for less than 2 hours before finding Toby Madden guilty of murder and felonious assault. Toby Madden was sentenced to life in prison and won't be eligible for parole for at least 25 years. That sentence will only begin after he finishes a separate 11 to 16.5-year term for a prior drug conviction. For their daughter Michaela, the verdict was a painful and complicated end to a nightmare. She had testified about her parents' volatile relationship and her father's constant, baseless accusations that her mother was cheating. After the trial, she was left with anger and confusion. "I have no idea why my dad killed my mom," she said. All she had left are memories of her mother and a broken relationship with the father who not only took her mom's life, but confessed it to her face. Rachelle Brewsaugh's dream wasn't just about a house. It was about building a life. That dream was stolen from her by the man she had spent nearly her entire adult life with. The 55 stab wounds weren't just from a single explosive moment of rage. They were the tragic end to a long relationship poisoned by jealousy and control. And while justice was served, nothing can bring back the life that was lost or heal the wounds left for a family destroyed by the ultimate betrayal.